Hello everyone, and welcome to today's tutorial with the Putnam County District Library. Today I'm going to be talking you through how to modify your search in Hoopla and what that means and the options that are available to you there. So we're going to start by opening up our Hoopla app. So you can click on Hoopla on whatever device you're using, whether it be your phone or your iPad or your other e-reader device or however you do it. And then what we're going to focus on is the search button, which runs along the bottom row there. You can see it says My Hoopla, Video, Music, Books, and Search. That bottom right search button with the magnifying glass, that's what we're going to click on. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to search for Harry Potter series. Now you can search for whatever you like. If you're looking for movies or music or books, this is just what I'm searching for today to show you how to do it. So then I'll hit my search button, and now it's showing me everything listed in Hoopla under Harry Potter. So it looks like there's even some titles in here in other languages, which is kind of cool. But we're going to learn how to narrow our search down a little bit. So at the very top of the page, you can see where there's a blue bar, and it says Harry Potter series there in my search bar. And just underneath that, to the left-hand side, it says the word filter, 0, in kind of a grayish font. I'm going to click on filter. And these are all of our different ways of filtering our search results narrower. So we can be a little bit more specific to find exactly what we're looking for. So that very first one is format. So if I click on that, you can see it has audiobooks, ebooks, movies, and music all listed under Harry Potter. If I click on, say, ebooks, I'm going to press that word ebooks, and you can see that my search has reflected, it's updated to reflect my new search parameters. So I've told it I only want to see ebooks, so that's what it's showing me. Now let's say I clicked that by mistake. I didn't want to do that. All I have to do is click on that same bar that says ebooks, and it will go back into searching for everything. So if you click on something by accident and it starts to just search for those items, I can do the same thing here with audiobooks. I've clicked on audiobooks, and you can see now there's this little blue check mark to the far right in that bar. So it says format, audiobooks. If you follow it across to the right, it says 129 titles are available as audiobooks. And next to it, there's that little blue check mark. I'm going to click in that bar where it says audiobooks, and it removes that search parameter. So now I'm looking at all of them again: audiobooks, ebooks, movies, and music. So that's kind of an easy way to narrow it down if you know what your preference is within a format. If you have a preference, that's one way to narrow it down pretty quickly. The next line there says user rating. So this is kind of like Amazon or any other website where they give you a rating system. You can see how other readers have rated the titles being shown in your search. Obviously, it's by stars. So 5 stars, there are 8 titles apparently that have qualified for 5 stars to other readers. Sort of like a popularity rating too, I suppose. The next one is release date. So this is a nice way of knowing the newest titles that are out. Harry Potter, within that series, they've been releasing some later works based off the series. But if you're in a series that they're updating, say James Patterson, he's got new books coming out all the time. You can search by release date and know when the most recent ones are. Or if you're trying to go back and read his older titles, this is another way that you can kind of filter that out too. So the following one is date added. So this shows you when the titles became available on Hoopla. Okay, so this is not the same as release date. Release date is when those titles were released to the public. Date added is when they were added to Hoopla as being available to check out. Okay, so this is a nice way of being able to see the newest additions to the available Hoopla online collection. I think they're very often adding new titles. So if you're somebody that goes through a lot of, watching movies on your iPad or reading books, ebooks, or listening to audiobooks on your iPad or your device, it's a nice way of being able to say, okay, what's out there new that I haven't seen yet? What have they added since the last time I've looked, kind of thing. Language is the next one. That one's pretty self-explanatory. And children's titles only. This is kind of a useful search tool to limit your search to like kid-friendly materials. If you're looking for stuff for your grandkids or your kiddos to watch or read, if you click on that bar, it's going to show you things that are listed as children's titles. So it's probably not going to change a whole lot for Harry Potter because they are, in fact, more of a young adult series. Depending on what you're searching for, there's also, sometimes there's a bar here that you can click on that says exclude PA music. Obviously, this is more for if you're searching for music within Hoopla, but PA, of course, means parental advisory music, so it's another way to limit your music search to kid-friendly material, stuff that is not tagged or flagged as parental advisory. And then I've also seen it in here. Sometimes it'll say exclude abridged titles. So I don't know that there is an abridged version of Harry Potter, which is why maybe it's not showing up. But if you have, some of the classic books out there that are long, sometimes they'll offer an abridged version, and Hoopla, I think, will sometimes carry that. So you could go in and tell it whether you want the abridged titles in there, or if you want the full version and you don't want, you want to exclude the abridged titles and never see that abridged version, that shortened version. So that's the basics of the filter button. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the advanced search. So that is at the top right of the page. So up in that blue bar, it's in white font, advanced search. So I'm going to click on that. And the first couple, title and artist, that's, I think artist also probably could be like author. If you wanted to search by that, these are where you can type those in. Now, it's interesting to me that what I typed in, what I searched Harry Potter series shows up as keyword. So, these are all ways if you're looking for a book that you don't remember maybe what the title is, but you know the author, or you don't remember the title or the author, but you know what the series was called. This is where you can get a little bit more specific if you're looking for something that's harder to find. The next one down under keyword is availability. I've got it up at the top of the search box here. So if I click on all titles in catalog, this is where you can specify the available now or the coming soon. And it does look like you can even recommend a title to your library. So if there's a title out there that is not available on Hoopla, but you think it should be, I think you can click on recommend to library and do that. Recommend it to the library here and potentially, get it on order so that it can be available for you in Hoopla. Or however, I haven't really explored that, but I think that's kind of a neat tool. So of course, available now are the things that you could check out today, the things that are available today to check out. Coming soon is things that haven't been released yet, but are soon to be released. I'm going to go back to all Hoopla titles just so I'm not messing with my future searches or whatever. And then underneath the availability, there's the format. That's the same as in filter. You can tell it whether you want to see movies or music or ebooks, etc. Release date is the same as what we saw in filter. The date added. Language, of course, is where you can go in and tell it which language you want to search for. You can search by the series. You can search by the publisher. You can search by the ISBN. The publisher and the ISBN, I think, are a little bit more specific. I don't know how many people really search by publisher or ISBN, but that's kind of the nitty-gritty details of a book. Say if you saw a book somewhere and, I don't know, you're having trouble finding it, the ISBN is usually like that's the books. The ISBN is going to be the book's specific like identification number. So I don't know how often that will be useful. The series, so this one here, above publisher series, search by series, This is kind of nice if you know what series you are reading, but you don't remember what title you read, or you don't remember what the other titles are, but the series is something specific. Say, like, I thought of like the Jack Reacher series, that Lee Child series. I know they made that into some movies and stuff, and a lot of people know it as Jack Reacher, but Jack Reacher I don't think is in any of the titles of the books. So, if you want to read all the Jack Reacher books, you can search by the series and pull them up. You don't have to know what the titles are, which is kind of neat. And I talked about publisher and ISBN, and then that bottom one is subject or genre. So this is, another way you can search for a group of books that are classified as a certain type or genre. So for example, mystery, or thriller. That's a way of just getting a really general, if you just know you want a new mystery book to read because you've read all the other ones from all your authors, you can go in and type in mystery and see what might be out there that's also classified that way. So the last thing I wanted to mention is at the top of this little box here in the center, you can see on the left it says cancel. That of course will cancel your search that we're in. And the other one is clear on the top right. That word clear, that's going to clear all your search parameters. That's basically going to start over. So if I hit clear, it's asking me, are you sure you want to clear the search fields and restart your search? I can hit clear because I haven't put anything in there. So then I'll hit cancel and we'll back out. So if you want to go through and change any of those search parameters in advanced search, make sure, once you get everything specified the way you'd like it, you just hit that button on the bottom called search in blue, and that will change. So for example, I'll do one for you. Let's say I want to search within this Harry Potter series I've already done. I'm going to go into availability and click on available now because I want to check out a Harry Potter book today. So I'm going to hit search at the bottom there. It's updating my search for me. Oh, look at that. It's got some other stuff stuck in there. So what I need to do is go in and maybe type Harry Potter into the title as well. Available now. Let's see. Let's experiment. And that's a lot of what you have to do with this stuff sometimes. You just have to experiment. There are tons and tons of books available on Hoopla and on Libby, and sometimes messing around in the search button there, in its search options, you'll find things that you didn't really expect to see. It's a nice way of discovering new things. So it is showing me all of the Harry Potter books that are, and it looks like audiobooks are in here too, that are available to be checked out today. So you can see my search updated to fit my search parameters. So as always, if you have any questions with any of this, you need any help doing this, you're welcome to make an appointment with those of us that do the tech help here at the library, and we would be happy to help you search for your books and find something new to read. All right, thank you so much for watching.